Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Stephen Williams, founder and president of the creditrepairshop.com. And in today's video, I want to talk a little bit about some things that's going on in the credit repair industry. And want to talk about a threat of a lawsuit that is going to affect the way that I'm going to have to move forward on some of the videos. On one of the previous videos that I made where I was sharing that people were being arrested for the debt that they owe. Well, the ACLU, which was who had placed, I had used some of the information in the video that I shared with all of you. They sent me a cease and desist to not share that article. But the article is true. I'm just trying to let people know that this is what's going on. In that article, it had showed recent uh, cases of people that were arrested for having medical debt, for having uh, old credit card debt for as low as $83. And they were arrested when they got pulled over. Some people had warrants that were placed out for the arrest for them to come and to come to court to answer for how they're going to pay for that debt. And so everything about the story was true. It's just that maybe the way that I shared it, which I didn't know was a violation, the way that I shared it with you on here on YouTube and on my website was a violation. So I took the article down, and we'll make sure that we uh, have the right permissions when we share articles or content. But that was new. The way I understood it, it was newsworthy, so I shared it with you. And the other thing that came about, which I had the association, Credit Repair Services Association that I belong to, there was a complaint because, uh, and it's a coalition of 21 consumer, faith, and advocacy groups that are work on the behalf of customers for either credit repair or unfair lending and banking practices. Well, April 2020, there was guidance that where they had the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau uh, permitted credit reporting agencies and furnishers, which would be debt collectors and uh, creditors, like your regular creditors that you pay payments to, they allowed them an extended period of time to either report to your credit on your credit make to report your payments on your credit reports, and also, if you're disputing information on your credit reports, they gave them an extended period of time. You do not have to take my word on it. Go to the Consumer Finance Protection Bureau, and you can see their news report back from August 2020. This is the problem. They get regularly. They give them 30 days, but we see that where they take advantage and stretch it out to 45 days. That's why we always said 30 to 45 days to see results. Well, they gave them guidance in an extension where they said that they can extend that period past 30 days. But this is the problem. When they did that, this is the unintended consequence of when they did that, is two things happen. They did not say give them like to say, okay, you instead of 30 days, you can have 45 days, you can have 60 days. They didn't give them a time frame. They just said you can extend it. So basically, what the furnishers, which are debt collectors that are placing information on your reports, and the credit bureaus, what they've done is they just said we're going to get to it when we get to it. They haven't even been marking on the reports that items have been placed into dispute. So what that's done with credit repair companies is people that are having stuff disputed, they're thinking that nothing is even being worked on. We've had customers where we've sent in stuff to get done, and within 2 weeks they got stuff back. And then we had other customers that we sent stuff out, and they haven't gotten anything back, and it's been 45 days, even 60 days. But and then on some of those customers, we would see information being updated in their monitoring portal, but they didn't get anything back in the mail. When we reached out to the bureaus, they stated that with the way that things are going right now, with what the Finance Protection Bureau has extended to them, that it is going to be a courtesy to mail your results in the mail. That is nothing that you can get upset with me about, or even with any company that you're working with, or even with yourself. They are mailing results as a courtesy. If you have monitoring service, you will see results starting to populate in there. From what we've seen within 60 days, they are not giving us any time frame on it. To go down further, uh, what has happened is these groups have filed has put together a letter, and they sent it to the Consumer Protection Bureau to say that the agencies are uh, taking advantage of what they've allowed them to do with that, with what they've done with the extension in April of 2020, this past April of 2020, that they believe that they're taking advantage of that. And so all of these groups, including ourselves, we've attached our name to it, is that we want them to rescind that extension that they gave them, because it's just really messed up the people getting results back. Now, let me just give you some of the numbers uh, of the complaints that have been filed. Um, from April 1st to September of 2020, there were more than 6,800 complaints filed to the Consumer Finance Protection Bureau about the credit reporting agencies not uh, doing what they were supposed to be doing. And then let's see here, over 13,000 complaints over the last 6 months. In relation to what happened last year, there was only 2,000 complaints in this category. So you can see that we've filed complaints for our customers, and other companies have filed complaints for their customers, because they're just not doing anything about it. They're taking full advantage of not having to get the information, uh, investigate the information. They're saying this is what they're basing in the bureaus, what they have reported to the Consumer Finance Protection Bureau. They're saying that, and it had it down here, that they're working in their mail rooms, they are working at half staff. They had to have social distancing between everybody. So the only way that they're going to be compliant with that rule that has been given by state governors and our federal government is that they would have to go half staff. So they're trained. Some people work one day, some people work another day. You cannot take that mail home and open it up uh, at home. So they're not allowing them to do that, and that we don't want them to be doing anything like that, because no telling what'll happen once they get that mail if they were opening that up at home. And the other thing is that they're working half staff in the processing of the investigation area, which we're not up in there. We don't know what's going on, but this is what they're reporting, and this is why they're saying that they want to continue with what they've been allowed to do. But we just feel that they're taking advantage of the situation. So I just wanted to give you an update on that. Basically, what it comes down to is a lot of people are going to quit. They're going to get discouraged. They're going to be. This is like the way that they get the people that are just like quitters, people that just don't want to continue. Like they can't see themselves waiting another month or 2 months to get something done. This is just the way to get the quitters out of the way, and the people that keep fighting and fighting and pushing, those are the ones that's going to get to the result that they desire. So, um, also, they're showing that they are still using, some of the bureaus are using overseas uh, companies to process the disputes that are coming in, and what is going they have to work under the conditions of those countries. So I mean, this is really, really, really tied up right now. We are living in a time where things are not normal. Obviously, they're not normal for your situation, so you can't expect them to be normal for their situation. And what I advise people to do is to just continue working hard to get what you want. Only do what is in your control, which is getting the information to those bureaus. And even if it extends past the 30 to 45-day mark, you just resend it again, because when they start to do the work, you want to make sure that your information is right there fresh for them to initiate the investigations. So I'm going to end the video here. This is Stephen Williams, founder and president of the creditrepairshop.com. If you have any questions, I'm going to be getting in there to answer some of the questions today, and post your comments and continue to work hard. Don't give up. Light is at the end of the tunnel. You just have to keep pushing forward. Thank you, and please subscribe to my channel if you haven't done that yet. Thank you, and until next time.